Trust is the answer. Trust is the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Yes, it's the answer, and yes, it's the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Yes, it's the answer. Yes, it's the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 This is the answer, and this is the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. This is the answer, and this is the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Ram is the answer. Ram is the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Now is the answer, and now is the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 I am is the answer. I am is the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. I am is the answer. I am is the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 You are the answer, and you are the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. You are the answer, you are the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Yes is the answer, and yes is the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Yes is the answer, and yes is the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Sangha is the answer, answer. Sangha is the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Answer, must I run away? Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. You're the answer, must I run away? Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. You're the answer, must I run away? Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. You're the answer, master, you're the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Love is the answer. Love is the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram is the answer. I am is the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Puji, you're the answer. Master, you're the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Puji, you're the answer. Master, you're the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Puji, you're the answer. Master, you're the way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Hello. Namaste, welcome to Satsang today. Sadhguru Shinmuji Ji ki Jai. Welcome, welcome, welcome. In the Hangout, the way to ask questions with your mic and speak when you sense it is appropriate. And on YouTube chat, you can post your questions there and we will look at them. Also, we have many who are here, so if someone has a question, you can come up the chair. Please come.
Mostly, I don't have any stories left. Not too many stories because everything I've seen that comes and goes, and nothing is actually meaningful or fun or think about. But still, I want to know how to control belief. As you say, don't believe your next thought. But I have seen that unconscious something else. My belief generally the thoughts, I'm suffering, in something or the other. So my basic didn't know how to control the belief most of the time, or the maximum time I can control it.
So then the question arises saying, okay, now I find that I do not suffer without being identified, without believing my thought. So how do I now just withdraw this belief? And you will find that when we open, after we've been in satsang for some time, we see that yes, thought is allowed to just come and seems to be Should be okay now. Can you hear me? That's good. Thank you. So as you were saying that find that there is an identity which still seems to be the one that the thoughts are talking to. So it could be the work identity, it could be the seeker identity, it could be the husband identity. But usually, after this pointing is clear, then you will not find that it's everything like it was in the past. It's a few things which still seem to hold a lot of meaning, or held a lot of meaning for us in the past. So when it comes like this, so to take an example, the thought could be, I should work harder. Sometimes you find that belief comes and you are in a tizzy. You're just trying to make something happen, push life, do things. All of this comes.
And all everything. To-do list is made.
And then it is these kind of thoughts. And use that in your inquiry. So I must work harder. Who is this I? So take one that gets you.
I that must work harder.
Take a thought that usually you get the So who is this I that must work harder?
Painful one.
Painful one. It causes suffering, not really.
Yeah,
Suffering.
that is suffering or a kind of load.
Yes. So if I say to prove me wrong and tell me how it exists.
Thought or this kind of state, my whole body becomes tensed, including the mind also. My thought is of work, taking my
Business for
and in all the spheres of its involvement. So at that time when I think about it or pressurize myself through whatever, actually it is not there. It is not there.
to stress up, mind becomes overactive, fear seems to come. All of this is
Anxiety.
happening. But who is the I that must work harder? Because the mind will try to do everything to avoid this question also. You'll see, it tries to deflect it. But the inquiry must come to this point where you see that there is no doer, there is no I here to work harder. So can we find the I which must do anything at all?
I can't find it.
Can't find it. Yet there is some belief in it.
Without mind knowing, I can say.
Yes, but we only have the now. See? What happens is that the mind says, okay, now, right now, it's okay, I'm in satsang, it's fine. But what about when I'm back? Okay? But we only always have the now. Whenever this is seen, that again this false doer identity took over. Whenever it's seen like that, then you inquire. Say, who is this I that God believed in. Life will give you those opportunities, no matter what the mind is saying. If you want the truth, then it will not be that life does not give you those opportunities at all. So whenever, in that moment, keep yourself there and say, who is? But who? Who is this I? The I that must solve the problem. Who is this one? On the retreat, we were actually talking like this, and we said that we're sitting here, and then you hear this voice that if you want a good lunch, then you better make sure that you start, telling the cooks what you want right now. You hear the voice, and say, yes, yes. We run around trying to make it happen, that we want a good lunch. And it's a name. We said, this is Rajan's voice. And we said, but who wants a good lunch? Can we find nobody? Nobody here. This is there. So it's as if there's a secret speaker in the room. She's saying, this is what you must do. This is what you must do. This is how you must do it. Who is speaking? We don't know. But if you don't do it, who is going to do it? My lunch is now messed up. Who wants to be successful? I'm not saying anything wrong with success, by the way. That is clear to you. So, I'm just saying that if you cannot find out who's the one that saying that this is the way you have to do it, and who is it talking to? You said, if I don't do it, then who else will? Whose thoughts are these? That are telling you what to do. If they are your own thoughts, do you need a thought to communicate with yourself? That doesn't sound like you. You need a mode of communication only to another. Running this world. And God knows how to run your business also.
One more thing. Yesterday I got the book, this one,
Yes.
and in that I read the 2 pages actually, 3 pages I read. In the starting, you have said that first belief from the person goes away, and then the question I am comes. Actually, that doesn't happen with me right till now. The belief on the person haven't. I think it haven't gone away.
It hasn't gone away.
Yes, it hasn't gone.
So,
But the question I am is there.
the present
Who am I?
side,
Who am I?
the question, who am I? So what we were saying actually in that satsang, which transcript that is that it's very often that we're coming something I should get. So we have a checklist of things.
Yes.
I should get some peace, I should get some happiness. You could be saying that I haven't been in satsang for some time, so I hope I get to come here and I get some peace or something like this. That's fine because see. So what happens is that we focus, it is very natural automatically because that is the way we've been going in our lives to focus on what we want from things. That is what I call the checklist.
Yes.
So we want this, we want this, we want this. But in satsang, what is happening and what happened exactly with you is that let's keep the checklist aside for a while and let's find who the I is who wants the checklist.
Yes.
And for those sometimes who come new to satsang, the I is, I want this peace, I want the joy. See, my friend was here, he promised that you'll find a lot of peace. But you are saying, who is this I? You see? So many could be closed. But to some who are open, then this question takes a hold. It says, okay, I'm willing to drop what I want. I'm just first open to finding out who I am. For the seeker, for the spiritual seeker, it's a little more complicated. So sometimes the feeling can be, yes, yes, I know who I am now.
Hmm.
You know who you are. Then that one that you are cannot have a want.
Leaving that person or the ego aside, I don't think anything else is left out there.
Yeah. You don't think anything remains.
Yeah, anything remains. Whatever there is or whatever is going on is related or that ego.
It's actually the mind is painting the picture for you upside down. The belief in thought creates this sense that I am separate. This sense of being separate is ego. Everything else, including appearances, including the body, including the presence I am, this is all God. This is not ego. This is consciousness itself. So actually, it is not that when ego is not there, nothing remains. Actually, ego is never there, and only God is. Ego.
In thoughts only.
Only in the thought. And we try to sell you the story now. That if I go, then what will be there? It will all be nothing. Your life will be empty. What happened to this new company you started? Now you have employees. Now you have no ego. It's painting all of this, isn't it? It's not true. Whatever is here, even phenomenally, is only consciousness.
One problem with me is I or the everything, even the spirituality or the Advaita also wants to understand what it is actually.
So, which part is not understood? So, let's look at, because many can come and say that I have a strong intellectual understanding now, but I don't know if it is true. It's not experiential. You see,
Yes.
we hear that question often in satsang.
Yeah.
That how do I make my intellectual understanding my direct experience? So I say, take your highest intellectual understanding and tell me how it does not correlate with direct experience. What has been intellectually understood, which is not yet been directly experienced, and let's see if we can directly experience. Or is there an aspect which you feel has not been properly understood? We can look at that also.
One of the is I intellectually I can say that time is not there. Actually, there is no past, no future. Whatever it is the present moment only. Experientially, my belief on that.
This is the easiest to show you. You see, intellectually, I believe that there is no time, there is no past, no future. All there is the now. Okay, you get out of the now and show experience it. Go to the past. Move this body back into the past. Push it forward into only it is only your direct experience.
Future and past, the
That's
concept.
so what we're saying is the opposite. Experientially, the now, my mind is trying to give me past and future. What it is telling you was the reverse. You were saying mind-wise, I see there is only now, but actually experientially, I'm in past. You see how it plays these tricks.
Yeah.
You cannot leave the now. Only now is. Nothing can survive your direct looking in the right now. No falsehood can really remain in the light of your seeing.
How can I control the belief so that it doesn't go
All.
to the thoughts?
So let's come back to this question. So find out the identities, like it is clear now that this work or business identity has become strong. See? So then find out who is this I who needs to do this work. And it will happen that again and again it will push this button. Yes, I have to do this. This goes well. Reconnect. It's not
Yeah,
good.
it's not working and we cannot hear you, so maybe you can try to reconnect it.
Okay, let's try now. Is it better? Can you hear me properly now? Yes? Thank you. you said that there is no ego, then nothing remains. Now, what do you see directly? What disappeared?
After seeing, I can say that it's actually a thought which is believed again and again, not more than.
This false I thought, which carries all the identities, different identities, it's still referring to you as that one which has no existence, even phenomenally. You see, so only this imagined separateness dissolves. The appearances still continue. The flow of life still goes on. So if this I, this false one is not believed, then which one remains? The mind will say, but then you are not.
Sensations and perceivings, I suppose, just remains.
Sensation is there, perceiving is there, and who is experiencing them? Are you not experiencing them now?
Yes.
There is experiencing also. So experiencing continues, but the sense that it is something personal, that is what goes.
Yes.
So this is what, when we start looking then for who I am, I find that just this I amness is here. And it is this I amness itself which is experiencing all these sensations. In the presence of this I am itself, all this movement seems to be happening. So this I am we call consciousness or being. And you cannot stop being. So you don't have to say, can you stop being? You cannot stop being. It's here. So through, in the light of this being, in this, all our experiences are happening. All the movements of this body are also happening in that. All the actions are happening in the same I amness. Is there anyone else here but this being? Where is the prakhar now? You see, no prakhar existed. So then prakhar becomes a name for God himself, as all names are. Just like in the south of India, everyone names their kids after only God's names. They're onto something. There's different expressions of consciousness.
I think earlier I used to think this consciousness of this being which I felt, I unknowingly titled it as Prakhar.
Yes. That is the only trick that the mind is trying to play. It is trying to convince you that this presence God personal. That's why I say if you want to see God pretending to be a person, just believe your next thought. It only tries to convince you that this that you are is personal. Then you are discovering now that what to do when some thoughts come and it seems like belief goes to them, you use them into your inquiry and find out who, and very quickly you will find that this presence is all that is here. Oh, it's still not good. Still not very good, the quality. What's happening today? Up and down. A little better. Okay, we'll see. And in a while, if we need to turn off the video, we could do that as well. And just do the audio. I'm so close to the internet box. I'm closer now. Usually I'm a little distant from it. Maybe it wants that distance. David said self is stable.
Some beats from
No?
Turu, and I was wondering if you could listen for him.
He's up for David.
Running out of reasons to come to the hot seat.
Yes. Still.
It's okay. I'm so just grateful to be here. I'm so grateful that you're in my life and I can tune in. And, you know, it's good.
What is Ram saying? Can you use the Ethernet? Makes the internet faster than Wi-Fi. I don't have Ethernet connectivity. I have this. Oh, a bar went up. Is it better now, the quality? Ethernet. Oh, but I'm presuming. Okay, we'll figure this out. I'll become internet satsang. Pranav says the more closer, more not clear. We're still talking about the internet? Or we're talking about the close sangha. Because in many movements you see that the closer beings start to get to the less clear they seem to be. Okay. Some are having that experience, no? After coming to India. This was not what I had in mind. No. I didn't want to warn you off. It's the strangest thing I know because I've heard this. Closed or not worthy or something. It's okay, it's a passing thing. There's some pent up conditioning sometimes just seems to come up to the throat and block us. Thank you. Thank you, David. Oh, he left already. How many of us here, either in person here or in the Hangout or in YouTube, the simplicity of what is being expressed here is now becoming more and more clear? See some hand. I didn't see any hands in the Hangout.
We missed that last bit you said.
Rest is
We didn't hear that whole sentence.
not working today. Okay, my dear. That is just grin and bear it. Okay, I'm going to reconnect and see.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Namaste, Father.
Please, please, mommy.
Hello.
Gurmeet is reconnecting. He's not on the call at the moment.
Okay, mic check 1 2 3 1 2 3. Still bad? You all look very clear to me actually now, so maybe this is better. No? No. That's good? Okay, okay. It's so Parvati Singh. You all look so clear, almost HD. Okay. What is here is consciousness. It can never become anything else. And one of the inherent abilities of consciousness is to play, is to pretend. But just because it has the ability to believe, the ability to pretend, doesn't mean inherently that something can happen to it. Tool. The only weapon of identity is thought. Nothing else. No matter how terrible is preaching, interpretive voice called the mind cannot even label the what is appearing as separate. It is just seen that all is just this one appearance. Identity is only a collection of beliefs. So if you want to look for why we are still suffering, if we feel we are still suffering, just look inside your box of beliefs. Look closely at what you are calling yourself. And even even an attribute of honesty, goodness, niceness, they do not apply to you. The tendencies of guilt, regret, pride, all of these are dependent on some belief, some identity. Coming simpler and simpler. Because already we see that I am here now. All I have to see is what is here now. I must be looking for that which what has happened is that we've got so used to reporting about that which is appearing in front of us and saying that it is happening to me, that we focus on the content of the appearance. It is that. But because the habit is to report on ourselves based on these appearances, I kept speaking and speaking. I don't know how long I've been disconnected. Some days are just like this. Out. I was speaking with eyes closed. And it's very good, Satsang. We are saying, I was just saying that, I was just saying exactly the same thing, isn't it? That the appearances like this, even this net, is appearing in front of which eye? That one remains unconcerned with any of this play. And this play seems to get more and more intimate, isn't it? So it can be that it can be the total sense of appearances. Then you can say, yes, it's just outside me, it doesn't touch me. Then something starts to play in also seemingly inside, which is some fear, some frustration, this can come. But just the same way as this internet is coming and going, the same way these sensations are also coming and going. And awareness remains untouched by any of this. For those who are looking for the truth, every moment, whatever is appearing is an opportunity to point back. And as we keep checking back inside, we find that this inside was actually not the inside at all. It is that everything is inside this. All experiences, all sensations, all feelings, everything is experienced inside this. I am. And there is no way that you can lose this. Even this being is the immortal being. And you are that in which even this immortal being is born. And as we are coming more and more to this discovery of what we are, it will keep burning this person more and more. It will keep dissolving this person more and more. For some it will feel like a burning, for some it will feel like a gentle dissolving. and both are fine. Now we are seeing through the tricks, all the tricks of the trickster. The trickster says that I want to be free from the trickster. Some of you have had this also. I noticed in the bus on the way back, also some reports that I've been getting since that I want to be rid of Rajan. I want to be rid of Rajan. I want to get rid of Rajan. Rajan saying I want to be rid of Rajan. Find out the one who doesn't want. Shanti went to sleep. Okay, Parvati in the hangout. Now the hangout is today is just qualities like this. Aparna says, Father, sometimes here it is felt, I don't know what is I am. And yet you cannot stop being. You see, I cannot stop this being. This being itself is I am. Address, mind, yes. The mind will never truly know these things. It will still carry around some, but you cannot not know these things. You see, so it can seem like many times we are completely at a loss. I don't know what to say. Who is this I am? Because we are leaving all concepts about all of this. In reality, this is what you know. Before the mind, you know. Wow. Is this okay? Yes, my dear. Because we have confused the true understanding in the past to become sort of a mental understanding, and now all mental understanding is dissolving. And yet I know that I am of I amness is here. This is awareness of being. You can,
Feels weird sitting higher than you. Opportunity to come and talk, really.
Yeah.
Came all this way, so I'm going to take. There seems to be just more clarity, and it seems to be almost daily. It seems that there's never going to be an end to that.
This is very good.
Doesn't seem to be an end. Everything's just constantly new. This is new, new, new. And there's a beautiful clarity that's been seen here about Mr. Rajan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very useful, huh? This Mr. Rajan.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
great. Yeah.
So,
He's perfect too, except for when he's believed in.
yeah.
Quote before we went away, and the quote was, "There's no difference between being awake and asleep, unless you're asleep." Yeah. And it seemed that it's just oneness playing. Sleep, and it's just so perfect. But it just felt as not be perfect.
Yes, because you already find that everything is complete, everything is perfect, exactly as it is meant to be. And yet, we can say, oh, there's more clarity today.
Yeah.
We start from the starting point, which is the destination, and yet we seem to be getting clearer and clearer.
Yeah. And it seems like that will never end.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just extraordinary. And yet there's no one to know that. It's just inexplicable, and yet just so ordinary, so astonishingly regular. And when it was seen, have you heard of the term face palming?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's like
I
one
have
man.
kids, when they were teenagers, so yes. I
It's
keep
like
up with this.
It's like a massive face
It's
palm
palm,
moment. Yeah. It's like, yeah. And yet this ordinariness of has nothing. And
Actually,
everything.
all this, sorry, I keep interrupting you. It is seen that a lot of times we find that so much of this laughter comes. And you're sitting on the hot seat and there's this laughter, palm moment.
Yeah.
Always just been this.
Really is, yeah. It's just like so obvious.
It's always been so obvious.
Yeah. And all that's happening is the divine, or the beloved, or everything that is enjoying playing that this is not all there is. It's just so amazingly beautiful. And joyous. Except for if you're asleep. Or believe you are. Yeah.
Yes, and even that sense, because it is still only conscious being asleep, it wants even that experience of pretending to be asleep then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to explain, but it's like it loves it.
Yes. Otherwise it would not be.
It would not be. So amazing. Yeah. Who could have thought?
Yes.
Yeah. So many levels to that. I love the play of Satsang, you know, there's oneness, just that believing it's asleep. It's just like, just perfect.
It's like the ocean is speaking to the ocean, pretending to be drops in the ocean.
Yeah.
That's why I like very much these days I've been asking, so where are your boundaries? Exactly the question the drop should be asked, the feeling that I'm a drop should be asked. Body. But who is experiencing also body? What are the boundaries of this experience?
Science is finding this.
Yes.
Science is finding that there is no person.
Yes.
But they see it from a different perspective. But you know, from this perspective, it's like, yeah.
I feel as soon as science started, there being no free will, and quantum physicists are completely clear about this now. You can't even, it's not even up for debate anymore. And free will concept gets more and more seen to be just made up. Then you see the person idea cannot survive with that.
It's just utterly illogical. Just a spark would love it.
Yes. This is a very important point actually, because but this is all just some abstract thing. It's not logical in the real world. It's more practical. I'm saying very scientifically, very logically, we look. We're not just imagining some visions of angels and things like this, and believing some ideas.
Yeah. It's just
Looking logically straight with a very scientific perspective.
You don't even have to be a scientist. It's just so obviously this.
Yes, it's like after the discovery is made that the world is round, for example, it seems obvious.
Yeah.
This switch of perspective happened.
Yeah, that's it. It's just a switch of perspective. Mind blowing.
Yeah.
Not. This is an amazing paradox.
Because only God would have given himself this power, that which is all there is, has this power to believe it's just this non-existent idea somewhere. I picked this up from this one, Devika.
This.
Just this.
And the flow of it can't be stopped.
Yes.
So many words and yet no words.
The thing is that Rajan also wants to become God. It already is, but now it wants to become God in a personal way. It can never not be God, but its idea of becoming God is trying to get more and more things, or trying to get more and more relationships, or more and more whatever. It's like talking to, and pretending to be the person, pretending to be God is a spiritual ego.
It's still God.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Because God started with God.
I know. It's mad, isn't it?
Completely. Only God could be so crazy.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Yeah.
definition of spiritual ego. God pretending to be a person pretending to be ego.
Yeah.
And what are the problems of this? Why doesn't everyone just accept I am God? Can't you see that what I'm saying is the truth? This is a struggle.
God's a genius.
Yes.
Say it's a genius.
Yes. To explain.
Just because.
Yes. What else to do? Seriously, that's all there is. That's
Yeah. 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 Talking to someone, I can't remember, they were saying, well, what's the point of the carrot? And I said, well,
it would have really made sense.
It is not sincere.
It is not fair. Now God is pretending to be this person who's pretending to be what?
Both are clearly why
Both of you are clear that why you talk.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
God pretending to be a person who's pretending to be unclear has a problem with pretending to be two people who are clear. It's feeling like it's not meant to be sort of a rubbing it in experience.
Oh, God,
Very
yeah,
close
really.
party just. It's not fair.
You should change seats now. Thank you. Every movement's just so funny when it's like this. Yeah. Yeah.
The two of you and Priya speaking. It's like watching paint color itself. Earlier, yes, Father, I realized yesterday that my mind was making a journey out of this. Yes, because it seemed very clear. Yes, it's such a good retreat. All I have to do is get rid of Raja. It is not the conclusion, because this is still Rajan's conclusion. Still the ego's conclusion that I must be rid of ego. Aparna said, it's no phenomena, sense of being and awareness is here. Yes, it's not a phenomenal experience. For being, at least we can say something in phenomenal terms. I think like this we can say. But actually it is the root of all this phenomenal appearance. But awareness is impossible to describe in phenomenal terms. And then Jen said, "Thank you, Father and Priya, that was so beautiful. In spite of the protests." He's also beautiful, I know him by now. Something else? Come. Yeah.
For a shortcut, can all the conditionings and the beliefs, can it be removed through hypnotizing the seeker if you want to get that done? All the beliefs and conditioning which is there in the conscious.
Not that I know of. But I want to also say something serious about this, which is that, there's a lot of ones, couple of years, who have gone through all kinds of therapies, all kinds of so-called healing, but I've seen that either they've pushed the conditioning or repressed the energetic tendencies that were there, where they, because of the repression, they've been festering more and more and more, and they seem to have gotten worse actually. Or they've been left with some conditioning that they don't even recognize, because the so-called healers themselves, are they free from their own conditioning first? That is the most important big situation. And nobody really knows what is in that situation between the two of you. If the so-called healer and the one who has come to be healed both are not free from their conditioning, then you don't know what kind of energetic exchange is happening. So that's why I say don't venture into any of this stuff. So by now we would know about it. You just enter the room, boom, free from suffering. Out.
The slate is cleared now.
The funniest thing to me sometimes is that we are willing to subject ourselves to all kinds of things. We'll do hypnotherapy, we'll do regression, we'll do all kinds of these things. But we'll not just sit quietly and say, who am I? Just ask them. Willing to do all this, hard work. So just, so who? That's also, as Priya would say, part of this same is just this. You look very partied out.
I felt like I wanted to leave.
Yeah.
It's like crying this morning. We just need to take my stuff and walk out. That sense of just here this morning in the auto on the way here at the traffic lights when it stopped. You know, these kids come and sell stuff.
Yeah.
And there's this kid trying to, I said no, and he wouldn't go away. And I yelled at him. And I just wanted to like shove him away. It's like, whatever is here is like,
The kid at the traffic light wanted to sell you some stuff. You said no, and then he persisted and you yelled at him. Then
I wanted to like shove him.
you wanted to shove him back. And how is he doing now? He's fine, I'm sure.
I'm not suffering about it, but it's just,
Situation. Anything? You're something like this, or why does this happen to me?
No. I was just saying that it was just a symptom of what's. It was just a.
Or an
I'm not
expression because
expression
you
of what's. Yeah, I wasn't actually. It was just a.
symptomatic of
Yeah.
what is happening inside.
What's happening inside. I knew it was so. It's.
And now you have a key, no matter what the experience might be. I know the mind resists the looking. There's, oh, I've seen already, okay, now how is it helping me now? Something like whatever it might be saying. Do you see that there can be anger, there can be feeling, I want to leave. I'm already, before saying the words, I said to them, which is that, where are these also experienced? The same space. There's nothing else. All experiencing happens in this space of being. But the feeling I want to leave, same space only. The feeling that which is there a few days ago, which is just same space. All this coming and going of sensations, emotions, thoughts, all happening in the same space of being. True or not true?
The feeling I just want to be here hasn't gone.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
It's just, it's, you know, before the retreat you said, okay, just when I, when I want some kind of relief, or and you said, okay, take it one day at a time. That's, I think I'm just afraid that it will take me away, because that is so strong that.
But now, since that day where that pointing was made to take it one day at a time, we walk together further than that. We come now to this.
Actually, right now it feels like
to use any, because now you have this key. Like that's what I was saying. You have this tool with no matter what might be coming, what feeling might be coming, you can check on it, isn't it? And I know it can something in this. Can we just talk about the content of the feeling instead? You want to focus on
here,
the.
it feels like
Okay, so what is the feeling now?
feeling like I'm trapped and I can't get out. It's like
The feeling of distress. Where is it? Where is that? Where is this? So, Mr. If I were to tell you a funny joke, you'll start laughing. That means, so you're not run out of space. So it can seem like this is all. So occupying some space in your being, but it's infinite. Because, but the thing is that because it seems like the only thing here there right now, it seems like it is me, which is in distress. You're not supposed to hear that. See what I'm saying? Where is it?
it's here and it seems like that's all there is.
Yes, here means. Yeah, and this here is where? Inside the body? You know what I'm going to say next. It's very good to keep checking this over and over because for so long we have believed that all of this is happening to the body, all of this is happening inside the body. And so long we believe that I am confined with this body, I am somewhere inside this body. It's very good to check over and over again that actually it is the body which is experienced inside me and not me inside the body.
Come all the I want to kill myself thought. Now when I check, I cannot see what you like.
Yes, but we were at body inside. Where is the body being experienced? What's happening? Use whatever is here now. Use the sounds. all experiences here. Check. Are they not being experienced inside me? The space of being.
Inside the body, and there's distress, and then every like sounds and stuff.
Yes, but find out where is the body. Sensations. Right?
I don't know what's happening. I feel like
Yes,
I can't look.
Yes. Is playing up. The fact is, if I touch your head like this sensation that I am. Oh, okay, who was here now? Mr. Distress was there. Huh? Who else? They must be buddies, of course. Distress and suicide.
Chat.
So that already means that there was this sense of distress. It felt like there's this Mr. Trap, Mr. Suicidal, Mr. Violent. See how much more space there was? And now you're sure nothing else can come in? Right? So there's more space. You see it already. So now today when I'm saying the space of being, it doesn't make any sense to you?
It feels like I know because I saw last week or whatever. So it feels like, okay, I know somewhere that what you're saying is true, but I can't say I feel like I can't look.
What is the meaning of can't look? And what happens?
Okay, I'm looking and
so looking means already looking. What is the can't look? Can't see what is being said. Okay, so what is seen?
Just
blank is seen. Where? there's a blank. Now, how do you know that you're distressed or some other energies are there?
I feel them.
Feel them. Where? In the same here or a different here?
Same.
See. So already we are seeing blank is here, some feelings are here, these sounds are being heard where? My voice is heard where? Not in the same place? What is you seeing now?
It's like yes and no. I don't know why. It's like weird.
So at least we got to yes and no, which is progress from I can't look. You have seen it for yourself. There is no, because all that can come and go is also just seen, cannot really stop you looking. Now for the next 5 minutes, use all the words, sounds, experiences, feelings, irritation, anger, love, peace, joy, whatever wants to come. Just see where it is. Yes. This is also similar to what Julian is saying. He's saying, Namaste Father, today strong fear and doubt is present, but today strong fear and doubt is present, but now I do not try to get rid of it, solve it or run away. Very good. I'm just staying with it and inquiring to whom does it come and who suffers this. Very good. Exactly the same. Doubt, anger, irritation, whatever could be coming. It is experienced in the being. We can call it space of being, we can call it screen of consciousness. All these words which signify that it is experienced here. But that which is here has no complaints with anything that is appearing. It does not run out of space, it does not seem crowded. It is only always the interpretive voice which says, this should not be here, this should go. So I'm very happy that you say I'm not trying to solve it, get rid of it, I'm just watching, looking for where it is. And who is it hurting? Can this space of being be hurt by which feeling is coming? It is only identity which seems like it is attacked. And this is very good news because it is only an idea, identity. You say, I'm just staying with it and inquiring to whom does it come and who suffers this. So it comes in this space of being, but being is not suffering. It is just experiencing. And you are that which is aware even of this being. So you are so far from any even imagined suffering. is not possible for you. So there are these feelings, or this sense of distress or whatever, attack. So all these feelings might be there. I mean, I feel like this is all there is. But there's also always the looking, isn't it? Otherwise you would not be able to say that this is there. So who is this one? The looking itself. This one is not coming and going.
Is it, I think that's something I believed very strongly. Can I share?
Yeah.
Like every time I've gone on a retreat and come back, like all the pain in my body just gets worse and it's strong. Usually before I go on a retreat, there would be fear after the first couple of times it happened. Like, oh no, I'm going on a retreat. But this time, I realized I wasn't, like, I totally forgotten about it.
Yeah.
But during the retreat, this usually happens. And then the thought went, and then yesterday and today, like things have felt worse. And so it's like, oh, a sense of being punished for looking. So it's more not that there's like a reluctance, like I don't want to look. Because it's like something's got me scared to look. So what I feel.
But you cannot stop the looking. Stop looking.
I'm not looking.
You're looking still at this. This looking
I'm not
is
looking at.
Yes, at that. But the looking is the same one.
I mean, visual perceiving.
No, not what is perceived. But the perceiving itself is the same one.
No, because now it feels like I'm just like I'm seeing visually, but it feels like I'm not looking.
How is it different?
This is just perception.
What is seen could be visual content, which is this, or it could be energetic content which is perceived. But is the looking same or different? Is the perceiving the same or?
It's different in the sense that you're inquiring and thinking what is there is usually.
Yes, but not even inquiring. We're not inquiring. We're just looking. With eyes closed also, we're just looking. Okay, what is here?
Usually you wouldn't ask the question, what is here?
Yeah. That's the inquiry.
Yeah, as in
the sense that when I'm saying what is here, it is not to propel anything, not to push any deeper thing. It's just for you to speak and say what is being seen.
But even that, there's a reluctance to even see what is here. Like,
irrespective of this feeling of reluctance to see, the seeing continues, isn't it? Even the phenomenal perceiving continues, irrespective of what we want. Even the reluctance is seen by you. What can we say about the perceiving itself and not the content? What's going on? So now so many things, huh? Distress, suicidal, attacking, reluctance, outer world, these sounds, all these are perceived only. Who's the experiencer of them? And all of you that are hearing this, use it for your own inquiry. Because this is beautiful contemplation.
You can say, I am experiencing
I am experiencing all of these things.
it. And it's still, right now it seems like I'm experiencing it as a body.
You're experiencing it as a body. How do you know? Because you can feel the body, right? Where?
And it seems like everything is happening to the body.
To the body. Okay, fine. So it's happening to the body. And who's experiencing the body? As well.
Feels like right now it seems like as the body.
The body means what? How is it experienced? It can only be as a set of visuals and a set of sensations. Can it be anything else? It's not a sensation. It's something very. What happens in your case is that it takes something like a pointing and says, "See, today I see it the other way." It's just like this is just like when you were saying that I just have to believe this one thought. Right? Because it says, okay, this means that I've disproved this entire thing. This is all a hoax. The same thing what's happening today is that I can just see that I am the body. If I can prove this, that it's just the body, everything is experienced inside the body, then it's all gone. It's not still. Even if all the experiencing was inside the body, and yet the body is still experienced by you. So whether there is, although it's not true to say, but even if there was the sense of infinite space within the body which is experiencing, what problem would that be? Nothing but the nails. Okay, so what is the problem again? Can we look at it? That some feeling is here. No, that's not the problem. This feeling is here, I want to go away. This feeling is here, it's a problem.
Not that feeling I want to go away isn't the person. The feeling of being trapped and not being able to get out. And so then it's like, okay, I need to go somewhere else to get help.
So I'm trapped. Inside what?
It's reality.
Inside this reality. So where will you go to get help? What is this I that is trapped in reality look like? That I don't want to look. The I, the body is trapped inside this reality.
No, the one who's experiencing.
Okay, so even if, okay, the one who's experiencing is saying what?
I don't know who's saying something. It feels like I'm trapped
It's a
and I
feeling.
can't get out.
It's a feeling, isn't it? How long will this feeling stay? Can I make a bet with you that it won't stay more than 2 days? How much you're willing to wager? If you're willing to, like, everything that you have because you're so sure.
You can have everything
That is different. I'm saying for the bet.
for the bit.
For this bet, that this feeling will not last more than 2 days. I'm saying it won't last more than 2 days. You're saying it will. How much are you willing to bet? I'm not willing to say yes.
Are you saying it will never come back? Or
Huh?
saying it will never come back? Or
No, everything can go and come back. Your reluctance to bet. I mean, there's something already knows that no feeling stays forever. Yeah. What's so concerning about this? And it's not as if this one has not come before. The space of being is here. Whether you want to report it or not, cannot go. All of you know what I mean when I say space of being? Why you didn't ask? You come.
This sense I am experienced somehow in the living state. But,
The sense I am is experience in the waking state. Yes. Is there any other sense of being which is here? Is there any other sense of I-ness which is here? You can look.
sometimes the non-existent one
Tries to exert a sense of existence.
yes,
But is it ever successful?
because the maximum that is successful in is giving a sense of frustration.
Like a feeling can come.
Yes.
But even this is experienced in the waking state for the same being, isn't it? The same I amness experiences this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not able to use a space.
Yeah.
I don't know. Space.
I just mean that it's not constricted. Like this feeling can come, some other feeling can come, some other sensation can come. All of this is experienced for the being. Is it?
I take it to is something that I am, in which, because of which I'm experiencing.
Yes. And does this seem limited in some way? Is something that I am, does it have any boundaries?
I don't even know what it is.
It's okay, but we can say the sense is here that I am. Now these words are being heard by this I am, same I am. So it can seem like some feeling can come, some frustration can come, everything is experienced within this I am. Okay, so it's only this word space which is not real.
And this word space is heard, the mind immediately
Tries to create
either make an image,
three-dimensional space.
something that can be sensed, something that can be sensed by something.
Yes, but even the image is experienced by the same beings. And this being, have you seen that it has some, can there be some experience which is outside this being? Cannot. That's what I mean. So all experiencing happens only for this being. Now, is this being suffering from any experience? Even frustration, is it suffering from frustration or just being?
The sense I am is just being
Who's suffering?
something non-existent one at times. For example.
Please. It feels, or the feeling of frustration comes. It's experienced by who? The same I am. But the non-existent one is where? Already when you say non-existent
it's
one.
nothing to be found. There's nothing. You can't even when I try to look at what am I looking
Yeah. Yeah.
But like for example the conversation
Yeah.
between you and Priya was happening and what others said. I could relate to it
Yeah.
somehow.
Yes. Yes, but this was experienced by who?
Yeah,
This
it was
feeling of
experienced.
frustration was experienced by the same I amness. What did the non-existent one have to do with it except to commentate? Except the commentary it doesn't. So no experience actually belongs to that one.
No. In fact, immediately the inquiry happened. Who is actually frustrated? Answer.
And what is the message behind this frustration? So Priya and I were sharing.
I wish I could talk like this.
If everyone was to talk the same, then it would be very good. Even the two of us don't talk the same.
But you can sense there is a level of clarity. It's there. There's something which is like missing something.
It's also good satsang. Because no non-existent one has actually come into existence. It's just some feeling can come. So see, now frustration, now I'm frustrated. But as long as it's seen that all of this is also experienced by the same being. And besides this voice, there is no sign of any trouble actually. Stay. No crying. This energetic crying or some thought-based crying?
Both.
Both. What is the thought? One thing I want to say is that the non-existent one never exists. That's why we call it the non-existent one. So no amount of pleading. Little bit it was there. No, it is never there.
But it's like
Yeah.
the being
The being.
wouldn't feel frustrated. But the being cannot be frustrated. It must
Only
be
the being can feel frustrated. Because only the being exists. This is very important for me to point out. It can seem like I want freedom because after freedom only good feelings will come. There's nothing like this. All feelings are allowed to come and go. See, there's some purely appearance-based energetic experiencing and something. So anger, like I say often, is just pure experience-based energetic experiencing. But resentment needs identity. Guilt needs identity. So at least when the identity is fading, then these things of resentment and guilt will fade. Now, what happens to anger after being is unassociated is up to being. There's also stories of sages who were really angry, who would curse people to millions of years of misery and things like that. What kind of sages? Eh? Because anger can come, yeah. Also, Parsuram is supposed to have killed the entire Kshatriya clan, no, at one point. Anger can come. Because the second, the secondary question with anger that came so much and lasted so much that you had time to kill the entire Kshatriya clan without identity. Something to be explored, but
The thought is, I want relief.
the thought is, I want to leave. And who is this I? Is the body? Because I'm presuming it'll come to that. Then the body is already speaking through the mouth. Why it needs two voices, one of thought and one of mind? Doesn't. So it's already got this way to communicate. Why does it have to communicate with thoughts also? And actually, is it the body which is saying any of this? So body is not complaining, being is not complaining, awareness is in its own realm anyway, not concerned with any of this. It is only this voice which is representing that which doesn't exist, which is also made up of being. See, but this is not truly representing anything which is tangible, anything which is real. Okay, Jayani also wanted to come. You can come, my dear.
Namaste, Father.
Namaste, my dear. What's happening with you?
I actually really don't know.
You look like you smoked a few joints or something.
That's how I feel. I can't feel. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. It's very, very strong energy in the body, and I
How you feel now? What did you even type? Can I come? You get somebody else to type for you.
I could hardly type. Thank you. If you see anything, Father.
Oh, now that you ask. I'm just kidding. Middle East. I thought you didn't ask. William says it seems the one that suffers is the same one that causes the suffering and the same one that tries to get rid of it. The same one that wants self-realization. Just to add one more line to what you said, the same one that never exists. Not even, we can say imagination, but not even clearly in imagination. Because if I was to say, imagine the sunset, you will be able to imagine a clear picture. Say, imagine the person, it's not clear, isn't it? It's not even clear in imagination. Only that it seems to have an authoritative voice. But like I've been saying, it has no mouth, it has no face, it represents nobody. This
Namaskaram,
whole
Guruji.
Namaste, namaste, my dear. Please come.
Today evening I had an experience. I just wanted to share with you. That's why the reason I'm online now. What
Please.
happened was is I was doing
Please properly, my
my
dear.
self and
Can you
can
move?
can you hear me now?
I can hear you well, but I wanted to look into your eyes as well, which I can't see. Yeah.
Okay. I was doing the self inquiry today.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking like, who is this I in I am?
Very good.
Yeah. Then like I like fell asleep and the sense of I got lost and the self inquiry stopped and there was only one knowing. And then I feel like, oh, like it happened to me for like 30 minutes, and
Yeah.
after that, then something I got a feeling that, oh, I got it, I got that this what you were pointing to me. So the thought comes like I wanted to confirm with you tonight. So then the I came out and the knowing went away. Then is that the one you're pointing out? That knowing?
So let me first try to repeat what you said, just to be clear about whether I heard properly or not. You say that I started the inquiry.
Yes.
And then after a while it felt like there was no I itself to do the inquiry. And all that was here was this appearance of this movie. This was movie.
There was no movie.
There was no. You have to unmute. Sorry, I think the moderator muted you by mistake. You have to unmute me. Just unmute again. So there was no movie.
No, there was no movie.
Nothing was being seen also. Is that it?
No, there was only knowing, just knowing, just it. And the like I was thinking on the I, right? Who is that I? And
Yes.
then the belief in the I gone, the belief gone, then
Yes.
the inquiry stopped, and there was only knowing. It's like a lightning. There was like lightning, like just knowing. And then some thoughts come, and then the I rolled back, and like now the I is here, like the person I is here, but I felt for some time, is that the same I like we want to know? Is that our true self?
So just to be clear, you said there was only the knowing. Is that it?
Yeah, there was only knowing, there was only seeing.
Very
there
good.
was no I there.
Very good. So this knowing,
yes,
this seeing,
yes,
is awareness itself. Same thing.
Same thing. Oh.
So this I is
yes,
the I that you are.
Yes.
Even the sense I am was
yes,
not perceived in that spiritual experience. See? So you can see now that even the I am is known by this I, which remains untouched.
Yes, yes.
Now,
but now I lost the.
This knowing is not there now. How did you lose it?
No, then I thought, then like the feeling comes of, oh, I got it, and I have to share with you tonight. And then it's like the thought, now the mind is there. Now the attention is only on the mind. That the knowing is not there now. But I know for sure that the what I call I is knowing, but it's acting in a, it's pretending to be something else. But this I is the one it known, but somehow the belief, now I got the belief that I is a person, and now I feel the same suffering. But for a while I felt that the something opened up, like it's like a gift wrapped, and the wrap was open, and I see the gift. Like then it wrapped back, and I see the I. There's no knowing now.
So this often happens after a spiritual experience, that it can seem like I saw what I was, and now I lost it. But it is
Yes.
not true that you lost it. It is not true that you lost it.
Yeah. Now I know for sure, but this now the feeling this is what, but I experience it, but now I am not experienced it, but for sure I know this having some an idea this is a person, but when I was thinking about somehow the belief the belief left and there was only knowing, just the knowing.
Just the
And now then thought comes and I lost the
So if I ask you, are you
yes.
aware now?
Now my attention is going on the mind.
It's okay. It's okay. But are you aware
Yeah.
now?
I aware now. I seen that this I is the awareness. I seen it, but something profound. I experienced something like a lightning, like a lightning. I see it, but it's not lightning. That light is knowing. Probably that the light in the enlightenment. I don't know what it is, but it's a light. Like I could only see there, but there was no I. But now the person is here, like that I. It's like rolled back and become like, and it's that I is the same. I is believing something like a person and is there, but the I and the one I see were like more synonymous. Like it's like a meaning, like both are like a cousin brothers. Like that's how I see it.
Okay.
Is that the what?
So,
is that the what we are pointing?
You have to listen carefully now. You had a beautiful spiritual experience. Beautiful spiritual experience. Now forget about it. I know you don't want to. I know you don't want to. That's why you have to.
Yes, yes.
Because identity has gotten hold of this now. It is the ego itself which has gotten hold of the experience, and it is trying to say that this happened to me. What I'm pointing you to is true right now.
Yes.
Okay? So, this is the trap that every spiritual experience carries with it. That we want only that now. We want to ask whether that was it. That which was in the past doesn't matter. It was beautiful, it was nice prasad, you received prasadam from God, you had it, it's good, finished. Okay?
Yeah, yes.
Now come back to the now.
Now, yes.
I ask you, are you aware now? Look fresh.
Like after.
Forget about what happened before. Look fresh and tell me if you are aware now.
Yes, the sense of, like when I do the inquiry, the sense of I is there, but there's a knowing, but nothing profoundly changed. Like all my suffering is still there, but I'm watching it. Like I know it, but when I see who is the I in the I am, like after seeing for some time, there's no I there. Like just knowing, but there's no peace, there's no happiness, just a knowing that. People say like when you are enlightened you get peace, happy, but I don't feel any happiness or any peaceful or anything. Like I'm just the same person, but I see it. That's it. That's the only thing now I experience it. But when I had that experience, there was nothing, no mind, no nothing, but just a sea, like you see the lightning from the clouds. It's like that. Like if the thoughts are the clouds, like you see the lightning from through the clouds, like that. I see if there was some thoughts, but I don't know. But I just see only the lightning. There was only seeing. That's how I could explain it. There's no words to explain it, but that's how I will put it.
It is very beautiful.
Thanks.
But you must now come here and see that awareness is not an experience. This knowing is not an experience. Or you can call it, even if you want to call it an experience, you will say it is a non-phenomenal experience. Because it has no attributes. So when you check now, am I aware now? Don't go with any of the content. Don't go with what is being seen. I am asking whether you are aware now. Are you aware now or no?
Aware means the thought the thought of I.
No. Why thought I?
Because that's how I experienced the one. Like I was holding on to the thought I. Then suddenly the belief gone.
Okay.
And there was awareness. Yes.
For just 2 minutes, have no past.
Yes.
Have no
Okay. No
past.
past.
Nothing has happened to you. You have never inquired before. You don't know anything about this. You're just
Okay.
here now.
Okay.
The question is coming. Are you aware now?
I am aware.
You are aware. What is
Yes.
seen that you are confirming this?
Some knowledge, some knowing. Some seeing is there, but I don't know where it is coming from. But something is seeing, like I'm aware.
Does
Yes.
it have any attributes or qualities?
No, it's just seeing it. It's just seeing.
And the seeing that sees this also, the awareness which is aware of itself, it is one, isn't it?
Yes.
It is the same awareness which is aware of itself.
Yes.
Now, separate from this awareness, keep it aside.
Okay.
Can you do it?
Yes. Yes. I keep it aside. Yes.
How you kept it aside now? What is here now? Don't visualize anything. Don't visualize anything. Are you unaware now?
Just the body and the be like a life to the body. That's it. I see.
Are you unaware?
No, I cannot keep it away. Away.
Cannot keep it aside. Cannot
Yes.
turn it off.
Yes.
Everything else will come and go.
Yes.
Even the sense I am, even
Yes.
this body, even the emotions, any visual, any experience, any state, all these will come and go. This
Yes.
awareness is not coming and going.
Yes. Yes. It's still there. Yes.
The truth is this simple, that you are this awareness which is seeing, which is knowing all of this, but by itself is untouched, even by the deepest, strongest spiritual experience.
Yes. But Master, this only needs only the belief that this awareness is I. That's what is needed, right? So once we believe this awareness is I, then the realization is over, or what? Like
You need, if it is still a belief, it is not realization. If it relies on a belief, then it is not realization. Like we don't have a
yeah,
belief that the sun comes from the east. It is direct knowledge. It is direct seeing. Right now, when you check, am I aware now? When you check this, you see, yes, I am aware. I am aware as the awareness itself. So this is your direct seeing. Once you see directly, what belief you need?
no belief needed.
No belief needed. Because belief
Yes.
only means that I have picked up a concept.
Yes.
Belief means I have this new concept now, which is useless. All concepts are useless. See directly what you are, then do I need any belief? I don't need any belief. Because any
Master.
instant when I check, in any instant when I check, I see I am only this. Inside me, presence of being is coming, and once the presence of being comes, then the entire world comes. When the presence of being goes back inside me, then the entire world vanishes. But I remain as this awareness. This is your
Awareness, yes.
you are experiencing this more and more. So you're coming out from the realm of belief into the realm of direct seeing, direct knowledge.
Yes. But this I've been experiencing for a long time, Master.
Yes. This has always been our experience.
Yes, but only after I see your satsang, I believe, oh, this is myself. But I've been experiencing this knowing for a long time. But still I had the suffering. But only after I hear you, then I thought, oh, this awareness is my true self.
Yes. Very good. So let me also explain this to you. What is happening when we say I am suffering? Okay.
Yes.
This I, the truest I, is this awareness itself. In this awareness comes this being, the sense I am, this being consciousness. Now, before the presence of being, there is no question of any belief, any suffering, any story, nothing, isn't it?
Yes.
See, so the being has the power of attention and belief.
Yes.
What can be given belief to?
Thoughts.
Only to thoughts, only to concepts which are thoughts. You see?
Thoughts.
So now, when being gives belief to the thought, then it is pretending to be a person. And it is seen when being pretends to be a person, then it also pretends to suffer.
Yes. Yes.
See? So the end of suffering,
the
withdrawal of belief from thought, which automatically dissolves the identity. See? Now through all of this, did anything happen to awareness?
No. It's
Nothing
just seeing everything.
So as awareness, you have remained untouched, even through this play of identification, belief as a person, and through the play of dissolution of the identity. But what is found is that as being is not believing any identity now being is not suffering or pretending to suffer, same thing. So the power of satsang is, the point of satsang is that being which is associating itself with the identity through belief and thought is now coming to the unassociated realization that it is this unmixed presence. It is God saying, I am that I am, not I am playing as a person.
Person, yes.
But awareness has always known itself to be awareness.
Yes.
So the realization is not giving you something new. It is only showing you what you have always known.
Yes, yes.
And it is not an experience. It is not a state.
Yes. Yes. It's so it takes time to get rid of the sufferings. Like if I'm aware, if I know that this awareness is myself, like I keep on believing, like I keep on concentrating.
This I is which one now?
The awareness.
No. The I is not saying if I don't believe. Awareness is not saying I want to be free from suffering.
Awareness is just seeing, yes.
Then don't pick up this idea that I am this I that wants to be free from suffering also. Because right now you are not suffering. In any moment you are free. Now you can pretend to suffer, you can pretend to become an ego, you can pretend to be a person by giving your belief again to the thought which comes. What should I do now? How do I rid from suffering? Does it take time? All of these are thoughts.
Yes. So when I search for enlightenment, like for self-realization, like I think it will be like a big experience. But if this is what the experience is, it's like very simple. Everybody can get realized. I
Yes,
feel like
that's what I'm saying every day. Yes. Yes. It is what you are already. It is already what you are. Something says, then what was this about? Where is the bliss? Where is the joy?
yeah, that's what I'm asking. That's what
But
I had an expectation like yeah,
yes,
like I
this
will be
expectation,
feeling blissful and everything, but
that
just
is only
just
God's
the
marketing
knowing.
department.
Pardon? That's only.
That is only God's marketing department.
Oh.
Because if it was a state, if it was something that
Yeah.
is experienced phenomenally, then every
Yeah.
state is coming and going. You see?
Yes.
Every
Yes.
state is coming and going. Then you will say, I got enlightened, then I lost it. I found it, then I lost it. But you're
Yes.
coming to that realization that as awareness,
Yes.
I'm not concerned
Yes.
about joy. I'm not concerned about peace. I'm not concerned about love. And why do I say this? Because it is found that when we are not running after these things, then automatically they come to us. But when we have the expectation this should come, then they seem to run. If you have no interest in love, peace, and joy, you will never say that there is not enough love, peace, and joy.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Or maybe that's why.
I have no interest on
I have no interest
love,
on
peace, or
love, peace, or
anything. So
anything. So then it'll come, it'll chase you. Then it will chase you. You just remain unassociated. Don't get identified.
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I don't want to give you an expectation. Nothing. Because I know whatever I was going to say next will become an expectation.
I didn't.
I didn't. Yes. I was saying
It
that
wasn't clear.
it wasn't clear. Just remain unassociated and forget about everything else.
Okay. Okay, Guruji.
Thank you. Very happy to hear from you. Very good.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Guruji.
Always. You have a song? Yes.
And sometimes I'm not able to understand fully what you are saying. So does that stop something? Like it becomes a mental work for me sometimes to get the full recognition of what you are saying.
There is a period of time where the mind struggles to understand this. But every time it tries to understand this, it realizes it doesn't get anywhere. You see? So then this mind also then sits quietly. And the insights come on their own. Because everything that I'm saying just needs to be checked. You don't have to understand it like this. This needs to be checked. Is the same for me? I say, are you aware now? Simple question. Are you aware? No. Don't give it to the mind. You are aware. And yet nothing was seen to confirm this. It was not a phenomenal experience. Yet it is so clear it is here. Now you cannot separate from this. You cannot create any distance between yourself and this. So then in this simple way you are seeing that I am this awareness itself. The mind can never understand this. If you give it to the mind and say, hey mind, what do you think about this? So, you don't give it to the mind. You are directly seeing. Prior to the mind, you are seeing for yourself.
Mrityunjayaya Namo. Please. Mrityunjayaya Namo. Triambakaya Namo. Triambakaya Namo. Lingeshwaraya Namo. Lingeshwaraya Namo.
Hanji?
Namo. Ishwaraya Namo. Om Namah Shivaya 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 Namo. Ishwaraya Namo. Ishwaraya Namo. Ishwaraya Namo. Ishwaraya Namo. Triambakaya Namo. Triambakaya Namo. Lingeshwaraya Namo. Lingeshwaraya Namo. Ishwaraya Namo. Ishwaraya Namo. Om Namah Shivaya 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 Namo. Ishwaraya Namo. Ananteshwaraya Namo. Ishwaraya Namo. Ananteshwaraya Namo. Ishwaraya Namo. Ishwaraya Namo. Triambakaya Namo. Triambakaya Namo. Lingeshwaraya Namo. Lingeshwaraya Namo. Namah Shivaya Namo. Om Namah Shivaya Namo. Namah Shivaya Namo. Om Namah Shivaya Namo. Ishwaraya Namo. Ishwaraya Namo. Ishwaraya Namo. Ishwaraya Namo.
Thank you also very much for joining in Satsang today. Sadhguru Shri Muji Ji ki Jai. Oh, Parvati is here. You can do the invocation. How's your audio?
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Dhyanamoolam Guru Murti, Pujamulam Guru Padam, Mantramulam Guru Vakyam, Mokshamulam Guru Kripa, Mokshamulam Mujiji Kripa, Mokshamulam Anantaji Kripa. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, sarvesham puram bhavatu, sarvesham mangalam bhavatu, sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramya, sarve putrani pashantu, ma kaschit dukkhapat bhave, asato ma satgamya, Tamaso Majoti Gamya, Mrichoma Amritam Gamya, Om Purnamida Purnamidam, Purnat Purnamadachate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vasishate, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Brahma Paramastu. Om Shri Satguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Om Shri Satguru Murti Ki Jai.
Beautiful, very beautiful. Thank you all. So much love to all of you.